holidays are over and we're not doing like the rich and the velvets, and it's like we're not really into spring yet, and we're just kind of trying to lighten stuff up a little bit.
Right. Have fun with a new bag.
Yeah, have fun with a new bag. I think it's like the greatest way to sort of change your whole look.
Right.
This is Bethany Laurie. She's been working with the orYANY team for a couple of years. That brings these gorgeous pieces to us here at QVC. Every once in a while, we hit the jackpot.
I know, today's one of those days.
Today's one of those days, because when they're working so furiously to bring in some more designs for spring, we have the chance to take something gorgeous. In this case, very rare that we see the silver tone hardware on a beautiful bag like this. It's called the Trina. This is the first day you're seeing it presented at the clearance price, and you are saving over $100. That's what I mean by hitting the jackpot. I'm picking this up today. The colors that you're seeing here on the top row, this is the black. Next to that is our dark gray, and the dark gray has a little purpley wash underneath it.
Definitely is darker than some of the other grays that we've had. So it's a beautiful, great alternative to black if you wanted something a little bit different.
There's our evergreen.
I am in love with this color. It is so rich and it's very subtle, and it's a really easy color to mix in your wardrobe.
There's a slightly bluey green. It's not like too foresty. And then down in our second tier, white. Hold the phone on the white.
Look at how great, you know, you can really see all of the leather work on the white with all of that beautiful cutting of the leather and the hand-painted edges.
Here's the plum next to it.
Gorgeous.
And then you know what I want to do real quick? I want to hold the marine next to the evergreen because I actually think tonally they would look similar until you saw them next to each other. So this is the evergreen. This is the marine. You can see right here, marine is definitely a little bit more blue.
Of a sea blue,
show you that. So tell us a little bit in a nutshell, if you could, about the orYANY brand.
Sure,
because someone might be seeing it for the first time.
If you have never met orYANY before, we're all about luxury leathers. Beautiful, handcrafted details with a lot of braiding, or in this case, a lot of cuts and detail. Beautiful hardware that's completely designed in-house, so it's very custom and signature and kind of geometric. So beautiful details that really kind of give the bags, you know, kind of a global essence. We bring all of this experience. Our founder, Jakob, was born in Israel, grew up in Morocco. So, or the flip side of that, grew up in Israel, born in Morocco, but brings all of this beautiful kind of global feeling to the brand. So you have lots of details that make these super special and unique bags.
First of all, I love that the handles, I'll give you the dimensions in a minute, flip down and out of the way. And when you just sort of wear it next to your body, even though you and I are not the tallest glasses of water on the shelf, but I don't feel overwhelmed by this bag.
Right. It's a perfect size satchel, you know, that ladylike satchel. And what we've done is just kind of given it a youthful vibe and this great kind of edgy quality. Right. We always say it's Art Deco inspired, all of those cuts on the front of the leather. Just give it that kind of edgy feeling without making it too teeny bopper or too edgy where you feel like it's, you know, not outside of your comfort zone. Right. It's really wearable and just a beautiful bag with lots of gorgeous details. Just
before we give you the tour, if you are even remotely thinking about the marine blue, we have fewer than 4 dozen already remaining in this one, and there is no reorder. You're saving $108 on that clearance price, and those 5 easy pays are not forever. They're expiring at the end of the day, so I wouldn't wait until tomorrow to do it, because then you're not going to see those 5 easy payments. So let's take a look at the goods.
You know what's beautiful is that this is the Italian leather, so it has the best quality. It's really gorgeous, durable leather. Italy is known for their amazing leathers, and if you go to Florence, you see all of those beautiful leather stalls and leather shops. They're really passionate about leather. It has a great grain to it, so it has a nice texture, but then it really is very durable, yet still soft and slouchy. So you see how the top line, see how it has some give to this bag? What we've done though is reinforce the bottom so that you have, you know, kind of a sturdy base, so the bag will stand up on its own. You can see it there. And then what I like is that we've curved the edge of the bottom up, so it gives it this soft kind of feminine feel. So see how that curving comes up, and then even how the top line, it's kind of tapered in. It gives the bag a little bit of a soft feminine quality. Mix it with that edge of all the hand cuts and how beautiful that looks. And it's really a fun bag to carry. Then we've given you 2 pockets right on the front with these long kind of exaggerated fringe puller, and it has a nice amount of room in there. I can fit my hand, and there's one on either side. Just a minimal touch of the hardware. It is the silver tone, which is something that we don't see too often.
Not from your brand.
Yeah,
no,
so
that's true.
If you're somebody that loves that silver tone, this is a great one to get. And then the long strap is removable. We always like to give you that on the lobster claw clasp, so it's easy for you to take off or keep it on. I like the way that the long strap looks, but it certainly comes in handy to be able to wear it crossbody or long shoulder and let the short handles kind of fall forward. We've even
we're rearranging. The marine blue has now disappeared.
Before we get inside, just notice that on the back you still have that same gorgeous detail. So here's the front with the little orYANY detail, but we've done that same detail of the leather work. I'm going to turn it around so you can see on the back. I point that out only because some designers give you all the good stuff up the front, you know, and then in the back, it's kind of plain and boring. We like to give you all of that same luxurious detail, the pleating of the leather down at the bottom, front and back. So from every angle, you have a beautiful bag.
So the marine blue is gone.
Okay.
Dark gray and evergreen are getting limited. Evergreen, okay, dark gray is this one. And the evergreen, fewer than 150 in each remain, not to be reordered. 5 easy pays expiring at the end of the day. And in the black, plum, and the white, just about 100 each.
Oh my gosh.
That's it. It's okay, so we're gonna take a look at this tour.
The top zipper, I just unzipped it for you, but I want to point out that notice how the zipper kind of comes down the edges, and that is done so that it's easier for you to get inside. If we just had the zipper here to here, the very top line of the bag, the mouth of the bag would be that much smaller, harder to get into, but we've elongated it over the edges so it's easier for you to get inside. That lining just really pops. It makes it easy for you to see your belongings. We've given you zippered pockets on the inside, 3 of them, and then 2 slip pockets. And take a look right there at that little orYANY detail, if I can pull that out. That's our signature logo, if you don't know the brand. But this is a gorgeous piece of leather. Nobody's gonna see this but you. It's just a luxurious touch that when you go inside your bag, you know you have an amazing quality bag, just so luxurious. And really, for the size of this bag, I'd consider it like medium, but with that reinforced bottom, I think it allows you to really kind of put more into it because the bottom is a little wider than the top.
The real estate is laid out very nicely.
Yes, you're right. You get a dust bag with every orYANY bag, so you can kind of keep them safe while you switch from one to the other.
So I do want to remind you, first day at this price that you're seeing here, one color is gone, a couple more maybe getting ready to disappear. It's not being reordered. The 5 easy payments are expiring at the end of the day, and the cool part about it is that it is essentially ladylike in its silhouette, but when you really take a look at those details as you get closer, it's slightly edgy as well as being ladylike. So you could wear this out for drinks with the ladies on a Friday night, but you can also tote this right into the boardroom over the crook of your arm like Sheila and take center stage. Look at the way it's got, we talked about this before the show, this almost this Art Deco kind of appeal to it with the angles and the look of the stitching and the way that the leather has been pieced together.
And I often say that, you know, a satchel to me handheld kind of seems a little pretentious or stuffy sometimes.
Right.
This gives it this youthful kind of edgy feeling.
Very fresh.
It's very young, and anybody could carry it. Any age could carry this bag. But I just think it brings a different kind of quality to the bag.
Yeah, when you carry a bag like this, people just kind of know that you know what you're talking about. It's like one of those where everybody just kind of has to pay attention. Here is the measurement, if you're waiting for that. 12 inches wide, about 10 inches high, so it's slightly more east-west in its appeal. 4 1/4 inches deep there on the bottom, but here's almost that smile that you talked about, how it curves up here on the edges to give you a really nice amount of real estate. Slightly reinforced there also, so it stands up on its own. And your handles, 5 inches, they fold out of the way, 20 to 22 inch strap drop here, and you know, like you talked about, the custom hardware, and you can adjust this, and you won't have this big long strap hanging down like this because you have this extra piece to help hold it in place.
Even if
it's beautiful.
Look at the belt buckle there. It's a kind of contemporary hexagon shape, so it's not basic hardware that we just go to an open stock kind of hardware dealer that which some designers do, and you just get a million circles in this size and a million circles in that size.
Right.
We want to give you something truly unique and special, and even to the fact that the long strap swivels on that little lobster claw clasp, so that if you do carry this crossbody and then you take it off and you're going to carry it handheld, then it will always just lay flat and it doesn't get all twisted.
You know what? So many details are going in here. You can totally check out your QVC price of $297, and the fact that this is the first day we've done this on that clearance price and your savings is $108. You know how many legacy legwear bottoms you could get for that price? Because that's coming up later on in the show. You could buy every color.
You get the today's special value shoe plus some socks and shoes and
We're
everything.
doing the math in our calculator brain.
Everything with that.
You can get a lot for that $108 that you're saving, and those 5 easy payments, which I know will make this easier to afford, because let's face it, you probably didn't wake up this morning saying, hey, I'd like to buy a designer handbag today. However, the 5 easy pays means, all right, maybe you're not doing $189 all at once, but you can do $37.80. It's a little more than $1 a day. To own that for the next 5 months, you're paying it off, but then you have the bag forever, because this is not a disposable fashion piece. There's never a time that this won't be in style. It will always look very fresh and current because of its clean design.
Right, and always bringing it back to kind of a classic silhouette. And we do that so that these bags do stand the test of time in their design and in their function. So it's a bag that you know looks current and fresh right now, but because of that silhouette, it's going to look great no matter when it is, 10 years from now, 15 years from now.
Black and plum, 2 dozen each.
Oh, I love this
Barely more than that in the dark gray, the evergreen, and the white. And if you're trying to look ahead to summer, we are not reordering this bag. Even if you're not wearing the white tomorrow or the day that you get it, grab it for summertime because that is a hot looking bag.
It really is a gorgeous bag and a great silhouette no matter what time of year. And really you can wear white at any time.
You can.
But if you are somebody to wear it in the summer, get it now because later you won't be able to. It won't be here.
This is a 261526, 5 easy pays that expire at the end of the day. No reorders. Oh my goodness. Amazing colors left. Good to see you. Were you
Great to see you.
Bethany?
I'm not back today, but I'm here tomorrow in Fashionably Early.
Give that baby a big kiss.
I will. Thank you.